week closed a busy Brooklyn Park Road and caused a big problem for a number of local residents. Delane Cleveland joins us live in Brooklyn Park with more information. Delane?
Hi, Shannon. I'm here on Xerxes Avenue, just north of Brookdale Drive, and right behind me, crews are just finishing up on a major repair to a big hole that had formed in the middle of the road. Now, city officials say that hole formed as a result of a water main break. The heavy rain on Thursday became too much for the water main to handle, and the road collapsed in the process. Unfortunately, someone found that out the hard way on Thursday when they tried to drive through the area, only to have the front end of their car swallowed up by Xerxes Avenue. The city says that happened because the driver ignored the barricades.
The road was completely shut down, and I think people don't realize we're doing that for safety. And so in this case, there was a car that went around the barricades onto a sidewalk and then had this incident happen. Nobody was hurt, everyone is fine, but I think it's just a very good reminder that when you see these barricades, it's for your safety and to not go around them.
Now, some of the residents did lose water for a period of time yesterday, but I've been told that the water had been restored or was restored today. Now, meanwhile, closed off since yesterday, but breaking news here at 2 p.m. They're just finishing up with the project. The barricades have been taken down and traffic will soon be able to flow on Xerxes Avenue here for anyone who lives in this area. So no more detours. Reporting live in Brooklyn Park, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Good news for them. Thank you, Delane. More cases of emerald ash borer have been confirmed in Golden Valley. The invasive bug, which kills ash trees, have been present in Golden Valley for several years. City foresters say there are few options to slow the spread. One is to treat the trees by injecting insecticide. For 10 to 15 years now, the city has been removing and replacing ash trees on public property with a variety of species.
We're anticipating that emerald ash borer is to, I don't want to say explode, but it's going to ramp up significantly as far as the infestation is concerned. So you're going to notice a lot more ash dying back, woodpecker damage going after the larvae and so forth.
City foresters say winter can slow the spread, but it won't stop it. It's a special occasion this weekend for a Plymouth nonprofit. Interfaith Outreach is celebrating 40 years. The organization provides a broad range of services to help people during times of crisis, whether it's food, housing, childcare, or job assistance. Those at Interfaith Outreach say the 40th anniversary speaks to the community and its ability to help others overcome barriers.
This community has learned how to do that, how to work across sectors and systems to get the right things to happen on time for people.
It just was instrumental for me to be able to provide that back to help Interfaith plan a celebration for all the things they've done over the last 40 years.
75 volunteers like Valita Moore help make the celebration happen. Expect a little something for everyone.
We have entertainment that represents our diverse community. We have dancers and singers. We are going to have a bouncy house for kids, face painting, henna painting, lots of delicious food, sambusas, pierogies, chips and salsa, pizza, little bit of everything for the community.
The celebration is from 1 to 4 p.m. Saturday at Interfaith Outreach in Plymouth, and the event is free. A longtime theater in the Northwest Metro has moved. Top Hat Theater relocated from its previous location in Crystal to a new 2,000 square foot facility off County Road 81 in Maple Grove. Top Hat Theater produces theater opportunities for kids and young adults ages 4 to 19, as well as older adults too.
The students, I mean, we've had kids from West St. Paul to Andover. I mean, they're everywhere, but I would say the bulk majority of the students come from 279, 281 school districts.
Top Hat has been in its new space for about a week. They are in rehearsal for Love and Cannolis, a murder mystery dinner show that will take place at Nona Rosa's restaurant in Robbinsdale, and that will be next month. Yellow Tree Theater in Osseo kicks off its new season this weekend. Neil Persley gives us a preview in today's Weekend Showcase.
Get away from my dog! My name is Christopher John Francis Booth.
Yellow Tree Theater begins its 12th season with the curious incident of the dog in the night. As the play opens, we are introduced to Christopher.
Due to his behavior, we assume that he's someone who's on the autism spectrum, and so he's, he sees the world differently, he communicates differently, he relates differently, he experiences sensory stimulation differently.
Zach Schnitzer is a senior at Armstrong High School and does a wonderful job portraying a most unique character.
In the past, I've played a lot of characters that I'm really similar to in my personality, and Christopher is, we have similarities, but he's so distant from me, and I think that's been the biggest challenge for me.
The audience has a front row seat as Christopher navigates his family life and relationships.
Ed's relationship with Christopher, I think, is unique, where Ed's got his own set of hurts and problems that he doesn't know how to deal with. And at the same time, he's fiercely committed to Christopher, fiercely committed to raising him and supporting him and taking care of all of his needs. But Ed doesn't know how to take care of himself.
Although the play is very well done, it does deal with some mature themes, and there is some harsh language, but it's not gratuitous nor prolonged. One thing Yellow Tree does, which I applaud, is provide a show content button on their website. The information provides an honest assessment of the material. I'd recommend late teen and up for this show. From Yellow Tree Theater in Osseo for Weekend Showcase, Neil Persley, CCX News.
For more on this story and others, check out our website, ccxmedia.org.
It's a cool Friday night for high school football. A handful of local teams are trying to stay unbeaten here in Week 3. Among the 2-0 teams are the Armstrong Falcons. Armstrong owns convincing wins over both Spring Lake Park and Hopkins. The Falcons host Park Center tonight, Friday at 7 o'clock, and a game you can see live here on CCX. Wayzata is also 2-0. The Trojans shut out Blaine in Week 1 and beat Edina last week. The Trojans have a tough road game on Friday at Prior Lake before hosting St. Michael Albertville next week. In other games, 2-0 Champlain Park heads to Circle Pines to take on Centennial. Maple Grove plays its home opener as they host Edina. Osseo is at home to face Anoka, and like Maple Grove, looking for their first win of the season. Totino Grace is at Blaine, and Hopkins travels to Forest Lake. Cooper is at home as they dedicate their new video scoreboard before their kickoff with St. Louis Park. 2-0 Benilde-St. Margaret's is at Chanhassen. Breck and Brooklyn Center kick off at 4 o'clock at BC today. Mustangs are 2-0. The Centaurs are 1-1. And Providence Academy is on the road at Mound West Tonka. In girls swimming and diving, Armstrong placed 5th in the state Class AA meet last fall. They're aiming for good things again this season. Armstrong hosting Spring Lake Park. In the first race of the night, the Armstrong team of Sierra Smith, Olivia Ken, Molly Zook, and Madeline Carlson win the 200 medley relay. 200 freestyle, Falcons sophomore Zoe Brezhnehan takes first in a time of 1 minute, 59.15 seconds. 100 butterfly, 7th grader Cassidy Woods wins for Armstrong, her time 105.7. Sierra Smith was runner-up in the 100 freestyle at the state meet last year. Here she easily wins the 100 free for the Falcons in a time of 53.11 seconds. Molly Zook follows up her win in the 200 individual medley by winning the 100 breaststroke as well. Zook's winning time is 1:15.11. The Falcons go on to win the meet 94-87. Maple Grove's girls swimming and diving team won the Section 8 AA title last season. They took on a conference rival hosting Centennial Thursday. 200 medley relay, Maple Grove's Bella Grudel, Ryan Hopp, Libby Baker, and anchor Maddie Bass raced to the win by 8 seconds over the runner-up. In the 200 freestyle, Caitlin Arseth of Maple Grove rolls to the win in a time of 2 minutes, 1.03 seconds. Her teammate Allie Palmer is second. 200 IM, where it's another win for the Crimson. Lily Chabika leads a Maple Grove sweep, winning in a time of 2 minutes, 20.28 seconds. Teammates battle for the top spot in the 50 free as Bast in the middle edges Baker at the top of the screen to win in 25.13 seconds. And the top diver of the meet is Morgan Bosacker with a total of 212.2 points as Maple Grove beats Centennial 96-80. Now to volleyball, where the Maple Grove Crimson look to build on their Tuesday night win at Rogers. Maple Grove hosting 2018 state tournament entrant Edina on Thursday. G. Hartle sets the ball to Skylar Gray for the attack and kill. Crimson lead set 1 17-16 on the way to a 25-21 win. But the Hornets fight back. Brooke Bothwell setting to Kat Warpinski there for the kill. Edina wins the second and third sets. Maple Grove rallies in the fourth. Elise Rossing putting that ball away for a kill. Crimson win at 25-19. But the Hornets come from behind in the fifth set, and they take it 15-13, and they win the match over the Crimson in 5. In the Metro West Conference, Benilde-St. Margaret's hosted Chaska. Red Knights, Sarah Long with a quick set, Lexi Borgelt with a kill, and BSM leads the first set 17-12. But the Hawks come back to win that set. Hannah Polk with a back set to Hannah Thompson. Her cross-court shot falls. Chaska wins the set 28-26. Second set off a Red Knights overpass is Avery Rosenberg knocking it down for the point. The Hawks win the second set 25-16 and the third 25-21. They sweep BSM in 3.